Okay, problem 4.3.8, let's take a look. Decide whether the given statement is always, sometimes, or never true. So restrictions on variables remain the same after a rational expression is simplified. So, well, the restrictions, that's kind of a tricky question. The restrictions after simplified, the restrictions are still the same, but I think what they're getting at in this question, remember we've looked at other problems like this. If I had x plus 3 and x minus 5 here, but in the denominator had x plus 3 times x minus 7, the restrictions in this problem are that x cannot be negative 3 and x cannot be 7 here. And when you simplify it, those cancel. The restriction is still technically the same. The restriction itself, like, you know, if you're using, if the question asked the graph is the same, then it would be different because this negative 3 is actually a hole in the graph, like we saw in a couple of those problems that we've done. So I think in this case, when it says the restrictions are still the same. Restrictions on variables remain the same. So that is still always true. There might be some weird situations where it's sometimes true, but I think what they're really getting at is x can still not equal your negative 3, and x can still not equal your 7. But if in any case, there might be some really peculiar situations where they're referring to something else. But I would say that is still always true.